Hello, I'm Simon. Welcome to my workshop. In this video I'm going to use the leftovers from my tea coaster build to make something I'm desperate for in my workshop. Let's get tinkering. The dimensions for this aren't terribly important. I'm taking about 4 inches and the log itself is about 4 inches in diameter. There are a few things to be aware of if you're going to cut logs on your bandsaw. The first is you need a flat surface for it to register against. I've used this piece of scrap and I'm using the fence, and the scrap is all screwed to this piece of wood, so I obviously don't want to go any closer than about here because the screws obviously protrude. But you need that to stop this from rolling round when the bandsaw cuts and potentially trapping your fingers and causing a nasty bruise. The other thing to just be wary of is your line of sight here is probably going to obscure the blade coming out. So you just need to be careful you don't put your thumb here and cut your thumb. So I'm going to stick my hands this side. I'm going to concentrate on keeping this plank of wood next to the fence. So here's the raw material we're going to use. This is a piece of cherry out of my garden. It was a branch. I've counted the rings and this branch was about 31 years old. It was pruned a couple of years ago, but the wood still seems quite wet. It's been left outside, and I know that if I leave it long enough in the garage it'll start to split. So I want to do this project before this splits because I'm actually going to remove all of the centre of this. I've switched to a 1/4 inch blade. I'm just going to draw a circle, which is where I want to cut, and it's roughly 1/4 inch in. Doesn't have to be particularly accurate, just so I've got a guide.
I realised after I'd made this cut that a shallow angle into the log would have made a better cut and left a larger surface area for gluing later. Next time I'll take that approach. I don't want a live edge finish, so I removed the bark. Later I'll remove the cambium. This is the soft wood just under the bark.
You can probably see that this is a little bit skew-if, so I'm going to square it up on the bench sander. Now that I've squared this base a bit more, I can put it back through the bandsaw and just chop a bit more of this out.
I tried clamping, but the clamps kept falling off, so I used some masking tape. This worked very well. Here you can see that soft cambium wood has been removed, and I'm sanding to give a smooth finish. I used some sanding sticks to round over the top, and finish off the inside using oscillating spindle sander. I need a bottom for this tube. I was going to stick a slice of log onto the base, but I decided it would look better if the base was invisible, so I've traced out the shape of the base and cut it using my fret saw, which is a converted benchtop bandsaw. I glued the base in place off camera and begin the finishing process. First the tack cloth to remove any small particles of sawdust, and 3 coats of furniture oil.
So this is the finished product. I can get rid of my old Duraglit tin, put my pencils in something that's a bit more fitting for a wood workshop. If you like this video, why not subscribe by clicking my logo? It's free, and YouTube will add some of my videos to your feed. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.